Most food businesses don't struggle because the food isn't good. They struggle because the business was never designed to grow. The Why Most Food Businesses Never Break Six Figures guide explains exactly just this. I see this with private chefs, food truck owners, restaurant owners every single day. Talented people working nonstop, staying busy, but still feeling like they're financially stuck. This immediately mirrors the guide. So I created this guide because I kept seeing the same pattern over and over again. Great demand, no structure, book calendar, thin margins, and working harder without feeling more secure. This isn't about cooking better. This isn't about hustling harder. And it's definitely not about posting more just to post. This guide is about the decisions underneath the business, the same exact ones that most people never slow down enough to examine. So for those very reasons, I put together a guide called Why Most Food Businesses Never Break Six Figures. And it walks through 3 decisions that quietly determine if a food business ever scales. Number 1, we're going to have pricing. Number 2, we're going to have business model. And number 3, strategy before marketing. So first and foremost, we're going to get into number 1, pricing, which is very important because how are people going to pay you correctly if your pricing is not right? So most people think pricing is just a number. It's not. Pricing is a strategy. Your pricing determines so many things, like who your clients are, the boundaries you're able to hold, and whether or not the business supports your life or if it drains it. And one thing most people don't understand is that when you're underpricing in your business, you're not just cutting down your revenue. It reshapes the entire business. And this tends to be where a lot of stress comes. And it's definitely not because people don't work hard. We know you're working hard. We see you working hard. It's because the structure can't support the effort that you're putting in. So the second part of the guide talks about business models. And this tends to be where people get stuck without even realizing it. Private chefs, caterers, food truck owners, restaurant owners. Each of these have their own little container. Therefore, each one behaves differently. But problems start when people start saying yes to every opportunity without choosing a model intentionally. I mean, let's be real. Look at this guy right here on the screen right now. He looks pretty stressed out, overwhelmed, right? That's what happens when your business isn't defined. So that brings us to our final section, which is marketing. And it's not the type of marketing that you would think. So marketing definitely doesn't fix broken businesses, it amplifies them. So that means if your pricing is unclear, marketing brings price shoppers. If the model is messy, marketing brings chaos. And that's exactly why visibility can feel overwhelming when it's actually supposed to feel exciting. Marketing has to come after clarity, not before. And that's exactly what this guide explains. So let's go ahead and jump into exactly who this guide is for. This guide is for food professionals who feel busy but unsatisfied. And I know you hate that feeling. I used to be that person. I hated that feeling, but had to make a change about it. High demand, underpaid, you just feel like you're stuck, you feel like you're not going nowhere, that's okay. But I will tell you exactly who this guide is not for. It's not for hobbyists, and it's definitely not for people who are looking for shortcuts. This guide is for people who are ready to design their business, not just survive it. So if any part of this video resonated with you, I want you to go ahead and download this guide. It's free and it's designed to give you clarity and not overwhelm you at all. So after you download the guide, the main thing I want you to do is read it slowly, and I want you to let it challenge how you're thinking. And after you read this and you realize, hey, I definitely need help applying this to my business, that's what the strategy section is for. And no, it's not a sales call. It's a working conversation to identify what actually needs to change first. You don't need more effort. You've been putting in that time and time again. Now it's time for you to get alignment. All the links are going to be below.